How's it going, guys? My name is Nick. This is You Don't Scare Me, and today I'm going to be debunking top 10 scary videos of What the F is that? From Nuke's Top 5. We're going to be going through it. I'm going to be debunking some videos, and that's, you know. The reason why nobody was harmed in the filming of this video was likely because, kind of seems like he was harmed. Oh shit, I can watch kids falling out of beds all day. Yeah, so basically what happened was okay, so the kid fell out of the bed. It's not paranormal. He's not being ripped out of the bed by some sort of ghost or anything like that. It's very simply just that he's rolled over and then had like one of those moments where you're like, oh shit, I'm falling, and then just like, you know, carried through to the other side. So that's it. Like if we slow it down a little bit, you might even find that they might have sped up the footage a little bit. You know, wait for the actual roll. It really does look like he just got friggin' yeeted. Slow it down a bit more. Yeah, so again, yeah, I think he just got startled and then like kind of threw himself out of bed. Dogs, they growl at everything, so don't take any account in that. The dogs it's probably the dogs hearing something happening in the apartment on the other, like the house next to you, or maybe there's like maybe they're hearing like a mouse in the wall or something like that. They have much better senses of smell and much better senses of hearing than we do. My dog used to bark at the sounds of the cat scratching in the litter box upstairs. Like
they can hear a voice whisper something after the dog barks that sounds like, "Lay over there."
No, that's the dog. That was the dog's breath.
"Lay over there."
See, like its mouth, when it was going wow wow, it was also exhaling, and that exhalation is what sounded like "lay over there." It even sounds more like "away." You know, it's not anything. You're just picking up patterns where there aren't any.
Okay. Do you want me to go open the door?
Kids have overactive imaginations. What do you want, man? She's like, that's just what it is. So I already saw this. We don't need to see it again. Nothing happens in the video. She just keeps saying, "Oh, I'm scared, and then she goes over and she's like gassing up her kid by showing that she's also scared. You know what I mean? So now the kid is feeding off of that negative energy that she's presenting. It's really stupid, honestly. If your kid's scared about something, you gotta show them that there's nothing to be afraid of. If you show them that you're scared too, you're just gonna doubly scare them. You know what I mean? They're vulnerable. They're
you think.
You know, infants. They're dumb.
On the farm,
Not for.
Tasha D and her husband move into an 1840s farmhouse in rural upstate New York. The happy couple begins to renovate their new home. But soon, Tasha begins to experience some very unsettling and unexplained events.
Black mold.
Strange incidents only seem to occur when Tasha is home alone.
Carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah, here, how about this? Let me help you something, okay? You're at home, it's at night, you wake up, you go out to the bathroom, and there's a ethereal blue glowing man standing in your living room. What do? If you said anything other than call the fire department because you have a carbon monoxide leak, then you're dead.
Is a bit skeptical.
It's gonna be carbon monoxide alarm, carbon monoxide. If you film something and it doesn't appear on camera, but you can see it, it's carbon monoxide.
Just not quite right in the old farmhouse.
You know what I mean?
See, and you think I'm crazy. The first time I'm here by myself, there's a picture on the floor, and it just...
Gravity, thermodynamics. Ah, fascinating.
Soon start to get even weirder.
Okay, so I think that there's a window open and the air blew past and then in. So it opened and then it slammed shut.
Because the family dogs begin to act really strange.
That dog doesn't look old enough for you to even know how it would act. 6 months, 7 months old. That's not even a year-old dog. Scared of everything. Understands nothing. Every experience this dog has is the most powerful, most stressful experience that this dog has ever had, because it is the only experience this dog has ever had. Old farmhouse, bottom of the underside of the house is probably dirt. There's probably like a foot gap where all the plumbing and stuff goes through underneath. So there's probably a raccoon or something scratching at the floorboards underneath. Dog's hearing it. You know what I mean? There's like 30 different things it could be, but ghost is not one of them. That's an adult dog, at least. 5-6-year-old dog. 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe.
Another day, and Tasha is recording a candid video of her dogs to post to Snapchat when this happens.
Look at them. Destroying the living room over one toy. Silly.
Right after posting the video to Snapchat, a worried friend reaches out to Tasha to warn her about what seems to be a strange shadow-like figure moving up the wall.
No. You see, that shadow, that portion of the wall is directly related to the light that's coming in from the window. So what you're seeing here is actually something like outside, like a squirrel running up a telephone pole, and that's what that shadow is. Don't even try to fucking say that that's a shadow, that's a ghost. That's what that is. You can't tell me it's not. It's rational. It's common sense. When you see a shadow, the shadow belongs to a solid object, not a fucking ghost. Probably have a tree outside and squirrels run up the tree, or a cat. Come on, guys. If I can think of it in the first 10 seconds or the first 2 seconds of seeing it, then it should be pretty obvious to the people who are recording it, because they're probably watching it over and over and over again. And if they don't figure that out for themselves, that's why I'm here. That's probably a spider's leg that's entered the camera, so it's probably put its leg out onto the camera. So like that's why it looks like it's appearing out of nowhere, is because it's outside of the focus range, and then as it brings its like little fucking leg or whatever towards the lens so that it can take a next step, it probably looks like it coalesces onto the camera. But in reality, it's just an insect that's just put its leg down on top of it and then zooms away. Even better. It's a spider. It's an insect. Your camera's outside. You know what else is outside? Insects. Tons and tons and tons of them. So it's just foolish, man. Here's the thing, okay? One of the things that I wanted to let you know, because I've got some international viewers. I am Canadian. Most of my viewers are not American or Canadian. 57% of the people in the United States believe in ghosts. So much so that property values can decrease as much as 10-15% because it's said that that location is haunted. That's what this channel is all about. If you're in another country and you're like, yeah, that makes sense, that's because you have what they don't, and that's common sense. Ghosts don't exist. I'm sorry to insult the Americans, but if you believe in ghosts, if you actually believe in ghosts to the point where you won't purchase a property that's like I don't know, 60,000 off the asking price just because somebody thinks it's haunted, then you're screwing yourself out of a fantastic deal. Plus, it's also probably carbon monoxide. So maybe you're saving yourself, but...
Imaginary friend. A woman from Oregon.
Give me a haunted property and I'll live comfortably for the rest of my goddamn life.
Hiding in the storage area just
after I fix the CO2 leak.
At first, of course, the mother dismisses these.
Or the black mold. Or any other thing that can cause you to hallucinate. Sorry, I'm skipping around. I want to get... I cut this part out. I go straight to the video and then what I say about it. Keeps it shorter, you know? Well, that's kind of interesting. Doesn't it kind of look like there's a hand reaching out from inside the look at this. Look in the garbage pile. There you go. It really does look like a hand reaches out, but it could very well.
Did you see it?
Of course I saw it, but
pale hand can be seen reaching out.
I don't know, man. Doesn't really strike me as anything in particular, but yeah, so like of course we're going to look at it and say, well, that's definitely a ghost because, you know, it's a white hand that reaches up, but I posit the idea that there's other things that can explain it, such as bird wings or shitty video editing. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a hand that looks like that. It looks like a friggin'... Like, you're seeing a hand when you're looking at this. Everybody's seeing a hand. What I'm seeing is something that's shaped like this. It's shaped like that. That's not a hand. That's more likely to be a wing from a bird with like tons of missing feathers. Or something else entirely, but what I can tell you is it's not a hand. I don't know, man. I can't say that that's a ghost hand, obviously, because that's not what I think it is. I think it's most likely just video editing. Not even very good video editing. If it was actually moving, if this was actually moving, then this cat wouldn't be looking in this direction. It'd be looking in this direction, but it's not. It's looking over here. Something over here is much more interesting than that. Also, what is this room? Like, just straight up, what is this room? It's just under the stairs and it's just a whole bunch of random garbage? Is this a normal thing that people have under their staircase? Dirt, wooden boards, plastic bags, and just general refuse?
Can be seen reaching out from under the stairs before just...
Yeah, so the cat looks this way and then it looks this way, but it never looks that way. So why is that? You know, something interesting like that would pique the cat's interest.
Disappearing.
The cat will follow a fly.
The child and the family cat seem to spot this bizarre apparition. The little girl seems to wave at...
I don't think so. She is waving.
You see it? A small...
Yeah, she seems to be waving at something in there, so maybe there's another child in there. Or she's waving at a bird.
This bizarre apparition. The little girl even seems to...
I don't know. I'm going to file this in the I'm not exactly sure video category. If you have an idea, let me know in the comment section. This is going to bug me for a few days, I think. Next time I see this video months and months from now, whenever that shows up in another compilation, I might have a more solid idea. But as it stands right now, I'm not entirely sure. Full disclosure. I don't think it's a ghost. I think there's a reasonable explanation for it, but there's not enough information contained within the video to make an absolute determination. So for now, we'll just say it's unknown, but let's quickly check the comment section to see if anybody else this channel has gone to shit. My thoughts exactly, my dude. I'm not seeing anybody talking about the under the stairs shit, so I won't be able to stand on the shoulders of great people. Sometimes if I check the comments and they have an answer that's a little bit more reasonable than what I'm coming up with, I adapt. But today, the Giants are sleeping.
What is this?
Yeah, see, we have the same age-old situation where that's a crackhead. That's 100% just a crackhead. Look at him. Look at the way he walks. That's a crackhead. I lived in Brampton for the first 30 years of my life. I know what a crackhead looks like. That's a crackhead. Anyways, so there's clearly a walking trail here. This isn't out in the woods in the middle of nowhere. This is somebody's set up a trail cam somewhere relatively close to their property where normal people do walk during the day and crackheads roam at night. Problem is that you're just setting up a trail cam with no visual identifiers of the location. There's no like latitude, longitude. There's no way to verify that this camera is anywhere else other than just in a public park or your own backyard. That might even be him. This might be in his backyard. Yeah, that's a crackhead for sure, though. I've seen enough crackheads. to know what they look like.
Now, is this a extremely popular video was suggested?
You can play the video over and over again 100 times. I'm still gonna say the exact same thing. It's not paranormal. It's just a crackhead.
In his blood.
This guy is the man of many fucking jobs. Honestly, this guy's worked in works in a restaurant, a hotel, and some other place that I can't remember what exactly was. But this man works in so many fucking places. It's impossible. The ghosts so totally follow him around, bro.
Honestly, it's less like
unexplained voice. How about the TV right behind him?
Day today, I felt bad. Honestly, it's less like a little.
Sounds like the TV to me.
And I don't know. I just I feel like I need to go to the doctor, but I'm constantly just nauseous, and I don't really know why. I have tried.
Okay, yeah, so here we go. Here's the thing that's supposedly gonna creep us out, but honestly, it's just a Halloween mask that's sitting on a coat rack at the edge of a food seating booth. He's just placed the mask there because now he's just gonna go over to where the original's uncut. The problem is that when you switch your camera from front to back view, every time you switch from front to back view, you can add a cut there all you want, man. Super easy. This unexplained voice was added in post. Listen to it.
I felt bad. Honestly, it's less a little bit. I had to take.
Super unconvincing, man. It sounds like somebody's got a radio in their hand or in their pocket, and somebody's just making weird noises into the microphone of the fucking radio, and that's what he's hearing. It's probably all staged. He's probably got another person off in the security room who's doing all this crap, and then yeah. He just claims that he's alone, and then Bob's your uncle.
This room's so fucking dark. Come on now.
But creepiest of all, something can be seen standing in the shadows.
It's not something, it's just a Halloween mask. In fact, it's probably a Momo mask based on the shape of it. Let's zoom right in, and then we're gonna go see if we can find it. Alright, so we got this weird mask. Now let's look it up. Long face Jeff the Killer mask, maybe? Oh wow, would you look at that? That's pretty fucking close. In fact, I'm honestly gonna say that's probably exactly what it is. What do you think? You see that mask there? Now you look at the Jeff the Killer face. It's pretty similar. Obviously I'm in the way, but you can see the rest of the pictures. Just close that. Oops, wrong screen. Yeah, you can just totally see that that's probably exactly what it is. These are kind of like run-of-the-mill masks. Honestly, based on the shape of it, you can see that there's some sort of big toothy, fucking hell, man. There's a big toothy grin in this area. Looks like it's big smiles, and then big apple cheeks, and then sunken in eyes. They've deleted the eyebrows to make it look extra creepy. It's got black hair. Jeff the Killer. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. Long white face. Halloween mask. Not the Scream mask. That's not exactly what I'm looking at. Let's see, black hair. You see what I mean? It's just kind of part and parcel for Halloween masks. So you could pick up any number of Halloween masks, and as long as it's dark enough, you won't be able to see enough detail to really prove that it's not a mask. Could be a Sadako smiling mask. You know what I mean? There's just so many options that it can be. 100% of them are Halloween masks, and that's exactly what we're looking at right here. It's not anything other than a Halloween mask. It's not a person. It's not a ghost. It's just a Halloween mask on a coat rack. There's this part of the original video where he goes over and he goes into the security room, and then he shows the room with showing that the person is no longer standing there, and right there, bold, clear as day, is a fucking coat rack. So that's what I was saying in the original time that I recorded. The original time that I debunked that video, I was telling you that it was just a Halloween mask, and that was probably on a coat rack. But now that this is a new, better quality video, I suspect that there's going to be a lot more people watching this one than the previous one. So, and I'm not going to go through all my videos just to find the one that I debunked originally. I'm just going to tell it to you again. So there you go. Now here we go, another crackhead. Hi, welcome to the world. People smoke crack. Checking to see if anybody's home, checking to see if anybody's moving around inside the house so that they can tell whether they can break in or not, or maybe they want to break into that car there. And so they're listening at the front door to see if there's any movement from inside. You know, same old, same old. Some criminal scum is trespassing on your property. It's not paranormal, it's not a ghost. So I don't know what you want.
The driveway. Just a
Cool.
even skin reason. Itchily.
It is what it is, man.
Refuses to eat.
Nigel.
Nigel. Good puppy?
Nigel.
Oh, he's locked in on something. Probably a skunk. Maybe a squirrel, maybe a badger, maybe some other kind of animal that's just off in the corner. He's in. Yeah, look at that. There you go. It's a cat. It's a cat. Let's brighten this bitch up. We're gonna have to. It's a cat. 100%. Look, you can even see the collar. That's a cat.
She became seriously ill immediately afterwards.
It's a moldy, water-damaged photo. What the fuck do you want from this? Like, oh look, more water-damaged photos. Oh look, another water-damaged photo with mold. What is this? It's a play. Look at this. Look at the rocks. Those are fake rocks. Those are display rocks. This is a play.
Since then, the young woman's grandmother has passed away.
Bummer.
She is still afraid of the home and the creepy photo album.
It's because you're a pussy. Sorry, it's just photographs. They can't hurt you. You can't curse a photograph. You can't get cursed by a photograph.
Becomes ill, and that some of her family even believes that the cursed album.
Everybody who views the photo album becomes ill? You saw the mold? I wonder why.
Can possess the viewer. So
I'd love that idea. Send me the photo album. DM me if you're the one who owns the photo album. I'll send you a PO box address. Send it to me. I'll lick it.
Behind both his phone and camera.
I'll look at every single picture with a magnifying glass. I'm not gonna get. Well, I mean, I'll get sick if I lick it, but.
And analyze the footage. What they find.
There's no such thing as a cursed photo.
Chilling.
It's just mold. You see that? I saw something. Did you see something? Because I certainly did, right there. Not sure what that is, but it caught my attention. Oh, sorry. That's not what caught my attention. Where are you?
Where are you?
There. Could it be? It is. Look at the string glint. Look in this area right here. Start here, look this way into that zone there. String glint. Ta-da! Debunked. Boring. Try harder next time. Okay, I know I keep showing this to you. Everybody like is gonna get sick of seeing this, but I need you to see it again. Okay, look, this is a string. You see my finger? See that? There's a string in my hand. Can you fucking believe that? There it is. You can see it now. Now you can't. Point made. Strings are imperceptible until they reflect light, and that one did.
Terrifying.
That's why you can't see it on the left or the right. You can only see it when the light catches it. That's what you got to look for, and I found it. I feel like a goddamn auctioneer rattling off all these debunks. So I'm gonna fucking title that. I'm gonna title this video that. Rattling debunks off like an auctioneer. Not myself. Shit. Whoops. Mouse is on the screen. What am I, a friggin' high school teacher? Long form won't see it. Short form will get annoyed by it. I left the mouse on the screen. Is that the legendary photo album in a plastic case? For unknown reasons, the album is in a strange state of decay. Gee, maybe because the rest of the property is also in that same strange state of decay. There is very clearly moisture problems in this house, if you notice when they walked in. And there, oh, is that a design on the door? No, it's mold. There's mold. There's mold here. There's mold here. There's moisture problems in this house. So yeah, maybe it's dry and nice now, but when it gets humid outside, this place is a swamp. Oh, sorry. I think I went too far. Okay, so for unknown reasons, the album is moldy and shitty, like you would expect a place to be. Hear a knocking sound. When you're entering a property that's been abandoned for a long time and it very clearly has moisture problems, you're going to find a lot of times the floor is going to be soft from all the rot in the wood. So if you're walking around in there and you're softening the floor, the whole house is shifting. The whole house is shifting because the weight imbalance in the now softened, dilapidated, decayed, and weakened wood. The structure is weakened. So as you're walking around, your weight plus your ambient body heat and exhalation from your breath is warming the space up, which is causing it to expand. And you know, when something's rotten and it expands, what happens? It breaks apart. So if it starts breaking apart when you're inside and you're walking on these soft floors and changing the entire pitch of the floor, every piece of furniture that's going to move is going to freak you out because you think there's a ghost, but in reality, it's just you. It's your fault. As you're walking around, that dresser is leaning forward because the floor is being depressed. The floor is being settled into soft floor, water damage, decay. Him opening that door is enough vibration to knock all those dolls over if they're positioned in a weird way. He drops his camera on the floor but has enough time to close the friggin' album. Oh, everything that you're hearing right now is him rustling around. He didn't bolt from the room. Sounds like the sliding door of the cabinet being closed. Yeah, he's closing the cabinet door. For some unknown reason, he's decided to just drop his fucking camera on the floor and start rummaging around in the property. Maybe he's looking for something of value.
Did you see it? Kaneko hears the
Please don't point it out because
somewhere inside the house. But when he turns to look, someone can be seen kneeling behind the glass.
Oh, you know what? I guess I can see that. It kind of looks like maybe that's like the guy's armpit right here, and he's just kind of like, you know, like cross-legged. Jesus, I don't know how to draw this properly, but he could be like cross-legged like this, and that could be his arm. Fuck, I suck at drawing on this thing, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. But I'm still not convinced.
Sliding door.
It's not moving.
But
if it was really a person and you're there to like investigate like paranormal stuff, wouldn't you think that the person would go around the sliding glass and actually get a real shot of the person sitting there?
No one else inside that house.
What are you looking at?
After analyzing the footage, YouTube channel Fourth Wall believes that the woman's grandmother might have been responsible for her grandfather's death, and that his spirit is unable to
move man on. That's pretty fucked up, guy. Can't say shit like that. Yeah, you know, worst case scenario, you got a squatter there, somebody who's just trying to, you know, stay out of the rain, but
spirit is unable.
It's not a ghost. I promise you that.
And go.
I don't know what you call that, debunked. I mean, one of the that was great. Well, it's 7:40. My alarm's going off. Give it a second. Shit, gotta wrap this up. This is the last video, but that's okay. Yeah, you saw that string in the first bit of the video where I circled it, and then we saw the glint, so anything else that's contained within that video is mad suspect at that point, honestly. Here we go, let's see this.
Oh, oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. That was f***ing creepy. I need to get out of here.
Creepy for sure, but not exactly paranormal, wouldn't you say?
In the remote.
Oh,
They're pretty close.
Now he's feeling a little on edge and wondering if there might be someone or something stalking him.
Not something and not someone. Look, there's a campfire. That's it.
Back to the safety of his camp.
Oh, okay. So if he's camping, somebody else is camping, and that's basically what just happened there. It's just a camper. All right, that seems to be the last video. I gotta go pick up my wife from work. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and why don't you check out one of the other videos that are gonna come up in a couple seconds on the end card. You know, hit that subscribe button. Throw a couple more of our videos on. Get that watch time up so we can get monetized. Thanks for watching. I love you. See you later. Okay, bye.